Let's see this. Okay, here. No. I'm going to show you how to fix plantation shutters that have been painted shut. We try to be extra careful, but it's still hard if you're not even more careful. The first problem we have, you look on top, and on top you can't really see it, but trust me, it's painted shut. So I take a utility knife and I cut along there, and she snapped loose. Same thing on this one. Utility knife, bring in there, she snapped loose. That's part one. Next thing you do is you take these shutters gently and you just try and flex them a little bit. Well, even before you do that, I've got furniture wax. Just basically furniture wax. I spray the sides. I spray all the sides. And this is going to make a big difference. These shutters fit very, very tight to the sides. There's not a lot of slop, so I mean the wax is a real important thing to do. Spray them all with the wax. Because right now, you trust me, these things are not going to move. They're not going to move. So you got to take each one, kind of break them loose one by one, a little bit at a time, just get a little slop going, a little wiggle going. Be sure they're all broken loose. The customer who we did this for got a little bit overzealous trying not to call me, which was very nice, and he broke these staples right out. That's a major nightmare, major damage to these. But anyway, you kind of get these loosened up a little bit at a time. And then the wax starts doing its job also. You see it starting to move a little bit. And what I do is I put them down like this, and then kind of push like this, just kind of push down just to get a little bit. Again, work each one once again. And the wax is pretty much in each one of these things. Wax is pretty good. And then you kind of go up with them also. Go up. Again, working, they're still tight. You don't want to force the, you're going to lose the staples. So work them by hand first. And then once again, up gently. I actually have my wife pull on this gently as I'm working each one. If you're going to just kind of pull gently on there. Just pull up on this.
Push up
from
this
the bottom.
way?
Push up, yeah. As she's pushing up, I'm just kind of working these.
I feel it moving. It has moved.
It's moving slowly. And I can still feel it's kind of hit the wax again. We'll hold this so we get the whole house full of it. We're going to do this side also. A little more wax. You can't get too much wax. You can always wipe it off when you're done. See that? Okay. And now I think we're pretty good on this one. That's how you got it broke loose.
Very good. Bravo.
See that? All the way up into here. It's tight though. It shouldn't go that high. But anyway, I got it all the way up. But anyway, pretty easy motion now. It's pretty much fixed. And then when you're done, my wife gets on one side with a paper towel. I get on the other side. And we get the louvers. Okay. Wipe down louvers like so. Get them cleaned up. And then you get the edges wiped off. But don't wipe off this inside here. Leave the wax on there because that's going to keep it gliding well. But that's how you undo a screw up you did when you were painting. And it's not a good situation. It's going to be a nightmare here because he's got these staples broken off. He's got a mess. And what you can do is put a small eye hook in here to replace these staples that are pulled up. I can also try and pull these in. We can also try and work these staples in, which I think maybe I can do. But with the pliers, yeah, I got that one back in. And this one on top was almost pulling out. Looks like that one's pretty much back in. But that's lost on here. I got to get a little hook in there later on. But anyway, that's how you can fix the staples. You just got to pull this away, get the staples lined up in the holes, and push them back in. And this will take a little glue or caulk. But that's all there is to it. It's from this to this. Hope this helps you. I looked all over the internet. I found no advice at all, so I hope this will help a lot of people who are in the
We
same
even
bind
called
I'm
a lumber
in.
company, a paint company.
Have a good day. God bless. Just a couple things. Some of these little staples came out.
Yeah.
And I just take this like so, and I start the staples back in the grooves. This one, they split really bad, so probably won't do any good. I just take a little needle nose. I grab the staple, I kind of push it back in with the needle nose. And that kind of works okay, but the problem is they split this wood out big time, so it's not going to do a whole lot of good. I'll stick a little caulk in there and see if that's going to help hold it all, but they have a nightmare here, basically. And on top, too, I put the staple in, but it seemed to come right back out. They get needle nose, push the staple back in, and they don't seem to hold too well, but, you know, it works at least. The shutters work good. They're cleared out pretty well. It's just the problem. The customer got the staples lost or broken, and not a whole lot you can do after that. And there's one more staple here somewhere. But I'll take this, again, needle nose plier and get her in. That's all I got to do. Needle nose is the key to success. It does a good job.